Friends, what if I told you there is one thing sitting in your kitchen right now? Something so common that you walk past it every single day, and it can solve six of the biggest health problems men face after 30. Belly fat that won't go, tiredness that never leaves, sugar that keeps creeping up, digestion that's always upset, and that one private problem no man wants to talk about openly. 99% of men have never used this thing the right way. And those who do, they wonder why nobody told them earlier. Watch this video completely without skipping, because half knowledge is worse than no knowledge. Let me ask you something, friends. Do you wake up feeling like you didn't sleep at all? Does your stomach feel heavy and bloated even after a light meal? Is that belly fat of yours increasing month after month despite eating less? Do you feel weak, not just physically, but that kind of weakness where your confidence drops? And the most important question, are you silently suffering from problems in your private life, but too embarrassed to even discuss it with a doctor? If even one of these sounds like your story, then this video is going to change your life. Because what I am about to share with you is not some expensive supplement. It's not some imported superfood. It is Jeera, plain, simple cumin seeds. But when you consume it the right way, it becomes a medicine that no pharmacy can match. My name is Dr. Ajay Jagannath, and you are watching Healthy Tuber India. I can say with full confidence and full responsibility, Jeera water is one of the most powerful natural remedies I have ever recommended to my patients. And today I'm going to tell you all 6 benefits, especially for men, that very few people talk about. The first benefit, Jeera water destroys digestive problems from the root. Friends, your digestion is the foundation of your entire health. If your stomach is not working properly, nothing in your body will work properly. You eat food, it sits in your stomach like a stone, gas builds up, acidity burns your chest, and you feel like your entire energy has been drained. Now listen carefully. Jeera contains compounds called thymol and cuminaldehyde. These compounds stimulate your digestive enzymes. When your digestive enzymes are active, your food breaks down properly. When food breaks down properly, there is no gas, no bloating, no acidity. It is that simple. One study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology confirmed that cumin extracts significantly increase digestive enzyme activity. Not by a little, but by a very measurable margin. So if you are that person who feels uncomfortable after every meal, Jeera water is your first solution. Drink it on an empty stomach in the morning and watch how your digestion transforms in just 7 days. Now comes the second benefit, and this is the one most men are desperate to hear. Jeera water melts stubborn belly fat. Yes, you heard me right. Friends, there is a reason your belly fat doesn't go away even when you stop eating. It's because your metabolism is slow. When your metabolism is slow, your body stores everything as fat instead of burning it. Now, Jeera does something very clever here. It contains a compound called cuminaldehyde, yes, the same one that helps digestion, but this compound also activates something called thermogenesis in your body. Thermogenesis means your body starts producing heat internally. And to produce that heat, your body burns stored fat. So when you drink Jeera water, your body literally starts using your belly fat as fuel. A study published in the journal Complementary Therapies in Clinical Practice found that people who consumed cumin daily lost nearly 3 times more body fat than those who didn't. 3 times more, friends, and they didn't change their exercise routine. They didn't change their diet. They just added cumin. Now imagine what happens when you combine this with even a basic healthy diet. That stubborn belly fat has no choice but to leave the third benefit. Jeera water controls your blood sugar silently and effectively. This is extremely important, friends, because most men after 35 are walking around with blood sugar levels that are slowly, silently creeping toward diabetes. You don't feel it today, you don't feel it tomorrow. But 10 years later, your doctor hands you a report that says type 2 diabetes and your entire life changes. Jeera contains something called cuminaldehyde. I know I keep mentioning this compound, but that is because it is the superstar of cumin. This compound improves what doctors call insulin sensitivity. Let me explain this in one line. Insulin is the key that opens your cells so sugar can enter. When your cells become resistant to insulin, Sugar stays in your blood. That is diabetes. Jeera makes those cells sensitive again. The key starts working. Sugar enters the cells instead of floating in your blood. Research from the International Journal of Food Science and Nutrition showed that cumin supplementation reduced fasting blood sugar levels significantly in pre-diabetic patients. So if diabetes runs in your family, and in India, which family does it not run in? Then Jeera water is not optional for you. It is mandatory. And now, friends, comes the fourth benefit, the one that nobody wants to talk about but every man needs to hear. Jeera water boosts testosterone and improves men's vitality. I know this is a sensitive topic, but I am a doctor, and it is my responsibility to tell you the truth. After the age of 30, a man's testosterone drops by about 1% every year, 1% every single year. By the time you are 50, you have lost 20% of your manhood hormone. And what does low testosterone do? Fatigue, muscle loss, mood swings, low drive, and yes, problems in your private life that make you feel like you are no longer the man you used to be. Now here is where Jeera works like magic. Jeera is incredibly rich in zinc, and zinc is the single most important mineral your body needs to produce testosterone. Without zinc, your body simply cannot make enough testosterone. It is like trying to build a wall without bricks. No matter how hard you work, nothing will stand. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that cumin extract significantly improved testosterone levels and reproductive function in test subjects. This is not a myth, friends. This is not some WhatsApp forward. This is science, and it is sitting in your kitchen. But wait, before I tell you the fifth benefit, I need to warn you about something. Most people drink Jeera water the wrong way. They just throw some Jeera in water and drink it. That is almost useless. I will tell you the correct method at the end of this video. If you skip that part, you will waste your time and get zero results. So stay with me. The fifth benefit, Jeera water cures iron deficiency and eliminates that constant tiredness. Friends, do you know that Indian men are among the most iron-deficient populations in the world? And the worst part is, you don't even realize it. You think feeling tired all the time is just because of work stress. You think your legs feeling weak is just because of age? No, it is because your blood does not have enough iron to carry oxygen to your muscles and brain. 100 grams of cumin seeds contain 66 milligrams of iron. That is more than 5 times the iron in spinach. 5 times. When you soak Jeera overnight and drink that water, you are giving your body a direct dose of absorbable iron. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you will notice a difference. You will wake up with energy. Your mind will be sharper. Your legs will not feel like lead. It is not magic. It is simply your body getting what it was starving for. And the sixth benefit, Jeera water sharpens your memory and protects your brain. This is something most health channels never mention. Jeera is loaded with antioxidants, specifically something called apigenin and luteolin. These compounds protect your brain cells from damage. They reduce inflammation in the brain, and inflammation in the brain is directly linked to memory loss, brain fog, and even serious conditions like Alzheimer's later in life. There is also research suggesting that cumin extract helps improve cognitive performance. That means your ability to think clearly, focus, and remember things. Friends, if you are that person who walks into a room and forgets why you went there, if you find yourself struggling to concentrate during important meetings, if your brain feels like it is wrapped in cotton, then Jeera water is one of the simplest things you can do to protect your mental sharpness. Now, as I promised, let me tell you the correct way to make Jeera water, because if you do it wrong, you will get none of these benefits. Take 2 tablespoons of whole cumin seeds, not cumin powder, whole seeds. Soak them in a glass of water overnight. That is 8 to 10 hours. In the morning, boil that same water along with the soaked seeds for about 5 minutes on medium flame. Let it cool down a little until it is warm. Not hot, not cold. Warm. Strain it and drink it on an empty stomach. That is it. Do not add sugar. Do not add honey. Do not add lemon in the beginning. Lemon can interfere with iron absorption on an empty stomach. Just plain Jeera water. Drink this every single morning for at least 21 days. And friends, one very important thing, Do not reuse the same Jeera seeds. Every night, take fresh seeds. Old soaked seeds lose their medicinal properties. A few precautions, friends. Natural does not mean it is for everyone. If you are on diabetes medication, monitor your sugar carefully because Jeera water lowers blood sugar. And combined with your medicine, it can drop too low. If you have acid reflux or GERD, start with a smaller quantity, half a glass instead of a full glass, because Jeera can sometimes aggravate acidity in sensitive people. Pregnant women should avoid this in large amounts. And if you are on blood-thinning medicines, consult your doctor first because cumin has mild blood-thinning properties. So here is the bottom line, friends. Jeera is not just a spice, it is a medicine hiding in plain sight. It fixes your digestion, burns your belly fat, controls your sugar, boosts your testosterone, cures your iron deficiency, and sharpens your brain. 6 benefits. 1 drink, 0 cost. If this information helped you, like this video, and share it with someone who is quietly struggling with these problems, and subscribe to Healthy Tuber India. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Thank you very much, friends.